What the hell are all these people doing here? What's going on, guys? What's good? What's happening? Nice little recovery day. Bitcoin back up to 104,219. That's what you want to see, guys. Nice little switch up to the upside. So far, everything is playing out exactly as we planned 2 weeks ago. Not bad, guys, not bad. Let's get into the chat just a little bit. The bubbles are green AF as well. Big Kev dropping that cheddar. Thanks, Rob, for the Patreon. It keeps me grounded and looking to the future. Green days are coming. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Let's scroll up to the top of the chat, see what everybody's talking about. How is everybody feeling today? Paul, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. H. Barbarina in the house. Quentin, what's up, my dude? We got our first Pokemon of the day. J Money, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Jack Sparrow says, what's up, big brother? Do you know if I can use the same decent wallet on 2 different phones? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't see why not. William says, 27 beers. Line them up. 27 beers on the wall. 27 beers. There she is. The one and only Gamma Goddess. Let's get this money. It's a me, Mario. Good day, Senor Rob. BlackRock, do what BlackRock does. Yes, amen to that. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in. If you're following over on Rumble, make sure you follow me there. If you're watching on X, follow me there, guys. Be greatly appreciated. We have 152 people watching. We have 52 likes. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Let's get those likes up to 100, though. Let's smash it. Whack it, crack it, get her done. Jay dropping some cheddar.
Rob's been calling it for weeks. Bitcoin dropped to 110 to wick below the 50-week moving average before the breakout pump. If you're not in the Patreon, you'll be lost in this space. Yes, absolutely, brother. We called this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, man. Thank you for pointing that out, brother. I appreciate you. Jake the Snake says nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Jared, great start to the day. Crypto is so very exciting when you're in the know of what's going on. Rob, you're the man. Thank you so much, brother. Kiza, what's up, man? Zbeck showing strength from the pullback yesterday. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, up 18.2% right now. That's what you want to see, man. That, my friend, is how babies are made. You know me says, thank you for leading the way. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. Hit the like and subscribe on the way in, everybody. Yes, amen to that. Carlos, what's good, brother? Good to see you, man. Crypto JPEG, good afternoon. Big news. I joined the Pico fam today. Nice. There you go. Welcome to the family. Small bag, but I'm in it for the ride. There you go, man. Absolutely fantastic. The show airs in just a few days, guys. The launch of the show. Make sure you are subscribed over on the channel. It's called Not Financially Advised. It is the Pico and LFG YouTube channel. I am Jasmine. We're all Jasmine. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Oh, LL Cool J in your ears. Jake the Snake says, I hope y'all bought some ZBAC at 203. WF Capital, I fell asleep. What happened? Zbeck, that's what happened. Second Pokemon of the day. Ditto's in the house. What's up, man? Cat. Good to see you, Cat. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, House says, take us to the promised land. I pulled up the crypto bubbles and let me 4-year pick one to put money on. He picked Swift and H-Bar. I figured he can't do any worse than me. Yeah, no kidding, eh? No kidding. Lucky Jam, boss, when will Miria wake up? The Web3 gaming projects will be one of the last narratives to pump, not the first. Gamecast says, hey, Rob, didn't spend that much money at the parade. Had to be ready for the dip. We went ridiculous. Got it. Nice. There you go. But did you have fun? That's the important thing, right? JPEG says, I've been loading the boat on Zbeck the past days and continuing. Not Rob bags, but hey, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's not a competition. Over the top, supporting me on Rumble. Thank you so much, brother. You seem to be supporting me over there every single day. Absolutely, man. Make sure you hit the like over on Rumble and make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment like you did. Thank you so much, man. That name is fire. There you go. Jay. Stacking Moonwell while others panic. There you go. That's how it's done, man. By the fear. That's what I do. Very good to everyone and the crypto family. And thank you so much, brother. So far, most of your predictions are correct. I'm so glad to find your Patreon group. Thanks again for all your hard work. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We made sure that everyone over in the Patreon community was ready for this dump 2 weeks ago. And everyone's doing great because of it. Is it the best time to buy? Well, listen, even though Zbeck is up 18% today, it's still a good price, in my opinion. Yes. Richie Rich, good to see all these people watching this. This still believe in the goal. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's good to see so many people holding strong, man. Absolutely. With so much FUD and fear and everything out there, all you guys are holding strong. That's what you want to see, man. Another local says, Rob, what a gift this low. Yes, bought some pen. Yes, exactly. A couple of weeks, everyone's going to be so excited and happy that they bought at these lows. EZ says, what's up, Big Rob? Checked out the Pico LFG teaser. There you go. There you go. Absolutely, man. You got to make sure you're subscribed to the Not Financially Advised channel. All right. We are officially caught up in the chat already. Let's get into the news, guys. Let's see what's going on out there. Oh, Benjamin. What's up, buddy? When's the pump you called for? Smart ass. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on out there. I'm in a good mood today, guys. I'm feeling fantastic. Crypto Fear and Greed Index signals extreme fear amid market tensions. The market exhibits extreme fearful sentiment with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 23. I think it was at 20 this morning. Due to the Bitcoin and Ethereum volatility, recent trends show reduced market capitalization and increased Bitcoin dominance as investors shift to stablecoins amid risks. Scared money don't make money. Market sentiment in the crypto industry has plunged, with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index reporting 23. The index's drop matters as it reflects heightened caution among investors, potentially influencing market behavior and economic decisions across the crypto landscape. The Fear and Greed Index indicates significant fear. With a reading of 23, this index, widely recognized, shows investor sentiment largely driven by Bitcoin and Ethereum metrics. Over the past week, major currencies fueled this cautious outlook. The index remains managed by platforms like Fear and Greed Index Meter and CoinMarketCap, can't clear my throat, which utilize proprietary algorithms to interpret market indicators. No sentiment from the index operators were noted regarding this specific trend as of right now. The Fear and Greed Index has led investors to reduce holdings in altcoins, preferring more stable assets like Bitcoin and stablecoins. As a result, the TVL has seen declines in decentralized finance protocols. Social indicators further reflect the cautious approach by market participants, triggering shifts in asset strategies. With no significant regulatory or institutional updates noted, the focus remains on behavioral trends in the market. Historical trends suggest that such periods of extreme fear may lead to market corrections, but also provide opportunities for investors. Absolutely, guys. Personally, I've been buying the fear like a madman. That's what I do, baby. That's what I do. CME signals December rate cuts. Crypto markets react. The CME FedWatch indicates a 64.5% chance of a 25 basis point federal rate cut in December, impacting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoin markets with notable sell-offs. If you guys remember, I told you guys the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago, that we were likely going to see the odds of a rate cut in December slowly creep their way up through this entire month until we ended this month, probably upwards of 90% plus chance of a rate cut in December. Wouldn't shock me. The potential rate cut has led to intense market volatility, with Bitcoin dropping significantly, highlighting the sensitivity of cryptocurrency markets and the macroeconomic policies. CME's FedWatch tool, yes, we know, we just read that part. It has a 35.5% chance of no change, so being paused. Crypto markets have shown volatility, demonstrated by over $2 billion in liquidations, with Bitcoin and Ethereum experiencing notable price fluctuations. These reactions are compounded by institutional moves such as BlackRock's significant ETH deposits to Coinbase. Crypto community figures, including Binance CEO, co-founder did I say that right? He commented on market patterns, noting historical cycles for forecasting future recoveries. He stated, "Today, Bitcoin just dropped from $120,000 to $100,000 range. History does not repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Do your own research." Did you know historical market reactions to the Federal Reserve pivots have frequently led to volatility and rallies in the cryptocurrency sector, reverberating through asset prices and sentiment? So, as the odds get higher and higher that we will see a rate cut in December, I think that we'll start to price a rate cut in for December. So that's, just one more reason we'll go up, in my opinion, in the near term. Actually, let's get into, Mr. Trump was talking today. Check this out. Check this out. President Trump just told the Republican senator to their faces they must end the filibuster and nothing will be passed for the next 3+ years.
It's time for Republicans to do what they have to do, and that's terminate the filibuster. It's the only way you can do it. And if you don't terminate the filibuster, you'll be in bad shape. We won't pass any legislation. There'll be no legislation passed for 3.25. We have 3.25 years, so it's a long time. But when they can't do an extension, and John, I think they've done an extension every single time they've ever been asked forever. This is the first time they haven't done an extension. Extensions are supposed to be easy, but if they won't do an extension, they won't do any bill, even a simple bill. And we should do our own bills. We should get out. We should do our own bills. We should open up. We should start tonight with the country's open. Congratulations. Then we should pass voter ID. We should pass no mail-in voting. We should pass all the things that we want to pass, make our elections secure and safe, because California is a disaster. Many of the states are disasters. But can you imagine when they vote almost unanimously against voter ID? All we want is voter ID. You go to a grocery store, you have to give ID. You go to a gas station, you give ID. But for voting, they want no voter ID. That's only for one reason, because they cheat. We would pass that in 15 minutes. If you don't get it, you'll never pass that. You'll never talk about mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots make it automatically corrupt. If you have mail-in ballots, automatically it's correct. Even Jimmy Carter, they had the Carter Commission after he got out of office, and he had a group of very distinguished people, Democrats and Republicans, and they passed, they recommended things take place. It was a long time ago. And they said about mail-in ballots, if there is mail-in ballots, there will definitely be corruption, because, you know, they pass through too many hands. I mean, you go in to vote, and they want you cut.
He's right. He's right. He's right there. Okay, what else do we have? Let's get into this story here. Let me catch up in the chat a little bit. Easy, just checked out. We read that already. Brother Rob, can you look into Noise, please? Remind me before the stream ends, because I'm just burning through the news right now. So I will, but remind me before the stream ends, okay? Your experience and knowledge guides us. Thank you, Rob. No problem. Ray, good to see you, buddy. Another local. Is it wrong to enjoy buying pegs, selling fear pegs? There you go. I had a dream that Bitcoin will fall to 30,000 in the bear market. QE started in December. Bullish. Let's go. There you go. Ramona dropping the cheddar. How you doing, Ramona? She says, hey, weirdos. It's Weirdo Wednesday. So it's a perfect day to hit the like button. Absolutely, man. Ramona, what's up, Bearded? Good to see you, man. It's banana time. Doodle time. I love it. You got to be on the Patreon to know the inside jokes, guys. I don't think that's the right stream, Rob. Okay, Pico's in the house. Today is a perfect day to have a good day. Let's go. Absolutely. Libs are corrupt. Paul, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you, my friend. Mr. T's live right now. Bruno says, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Guys, good to see all the faces here. BlackRock unloads $370 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's going on here? BlackRock reportedly sold $370 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum in 2 days via Coinbase Prime transfers, though no official confirmation has been provided by any company. These sales reflect portfolio adjustments impacting cryptocurrency markets, with Bitcoin prices declining and fueling mixed community sentiment. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with over $10 trillion in assets, has reportedly sold approximately $370 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. These transactions were carried out through institutional channels such as Coinbase. There's something very important to remember, guys, okay? This is not BlackRock selling Bitcoin and Ethereum because they want to. BlackRock is a custodial company. So they're holding crypto on behalf of their investors. When their investors tell them to sell, they have to sell. So whenever you hear a headline saying BlackRock is choosing to sell this, BlackRock's not choosing to sell it. The customer that they're holding it for is telling them to sell it. So don't switch this to thinking that BlackRock's bearish on Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So just to clarify that, no one seems to clarify that, right? BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, yes. Despite the significant scale of this sale, no official confirmation has been made by BlackRock's executives. The transactions predominantly involved 6,400 Bitcoin and 48,800 Ethereum, potentially affecting market liquidity and pricing structures. The reported sale, though unconfirmed, led to notable impacts on market sentiment affecting cryptocurrency prices. Bitcoin's value experienced a downtrend adjustment, highlighting market sensitivity to large institutional movements. Investors remain alert to further developments following the activity. Such substantial trades could indicate portfolio adjustments rather than a full market retreat. This action coincides with observed ETF outflows, aligning with the larger rebalancing endeavor within the institutional portfolios. Within the community, responses varied, with some perceiving the sale as a buy the dip opportunity, while others anticipated potential further market volatility. The cryptocurrency landscape continues to react to these shifts with caution. Looking ahead, this activity may prompt regulatory scrutiny and influence asset management strategies. Historical patterns suggest such movements can lead to temporary volatility but offer long-term market stabilization insights. Should regulatory measures adjust accordingly, one crypto analyst, Crypto Rover, noted BlackRock plans to sell 384 million in Bitcoin and 122 million in Ethereum. Big things popping, little things stopping. All right, let's head over to Squawk Box, but we got some catching up in the chat again here. Jay says, would a live self-learning hedge fund trading bot stand out as a top narrative in the evolving AI crypto sector? Not yet, but maybe one day. Chris, thank you so much, my friend. Happy hump day. Let's keep America green. Let's go. Thank you so much, brother. Sean says, lost a lot. Bought Santana, lost a lot. Yeah, there seems to be like this idiotic thing where I like, there's probably, someone like this saying, oh, your calls, I'm down on your calls. Have you looked at the whole market? Not just my calls took a hit, everything took a hit. Do you think that there's some Patreon or Discord community out there that's all in the green when the market completely was devastated? Are you that thick? Really? So, yeah. It just shows, right, idiocracy at its finest. BlackRock creates the crypto crashes. Yes, they do. XCN's ripping 17%. Is it up 17? Oh, it is. It's at 15.7. It probably was 17 when you said it. Danny, what's up, buddy? Correction, BlackRock follows corrupt weapon. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Dave, what's up, man? I saw somebody showing a market volume for the cycle and the previous two. This cycle's volume has been drastically low than the previous ones. Yeah, well, I mean, it's because retail's not really here, and they haven't really been here, except for us, right? You don't lose unless you sell. Exactly. Smells like a bot. No, usually what happens when someone's acting lewd or inappropriate in the Patreon, we kick them out, and then they come into the channel and they try to damage the channel because they're upset that they got kicked out, right? Bruno, Rob Zebek call recovered pretty good. Yeah. That Sean is a bot or just let's get there. You go. Exactly. All right, let's see what Squawk Block has to say, guys. We're starting to see signs of technical weakening. Let's check it out.
This morning, after one of the worst days in the S&P we've seen in a while yesterday. Joining us now is Mona Mahajan, head of investment strategy at Edward Jones. At least for yesterday, some of the chickens came home to roost. Do chickens roost or just roosters? I don't know. Tom Lee earlier in the week, I think on Monday, said bullish for November, but going to be tough near term, and it happened yesterday, and it was all really based on valuation of AI and tech.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We are certainly seeing a little bit of a dichotomy between what's happening with the technicals in the markets versus the fundamentals. So technical picture, of course, S&P is up 35% since the April lows. That NASDAQ is up closer to 55%. So narrow leadership we know coming into this. We're starting to see signs of technical weakening. Percent of S&P companies above their 50-day moving average is deteriorating. And of course, we have the example of a company like Palantir. Yesterday, they reported strong earnings and guidance, but of course, the stock sold off due to valuation concerns. So could we be due?
Concerns? Is it just a turn in investor sentiment? What's okay today is, or what was okay yesterday isn't okay tomorrow type of thing?
Yeah, it does feel like there was a line in the sand that was crossed, and now folks are saying, let's sell the news, let's take some profits here. But the fundamentals of AI this earnings season, we think, did come through. We saw not only these companies reiterate their guidance, but also reiterate their CapEx spending for next year. So clearly enthusiasm for the sector and the outlook going forward. But we think, could the market pause, take some profits? Absolutely.
I saw a statistic somewhere, I think maybe Ed Yardeni or somebody put it out. Information technology makes up 45% of the market cap right now. But it's 38% of the profits, too.
Yep.
So it's not an outsized valuation when you look at the amount of profit they are generating.
Absolutely. And I think certainly earnings growth this year, I mean, 10% in the S&P, over 50% is driven by that technology sector alone. So they are driving a lot of the fundamental value.
Yeah, but you point out that some of the best results we've seen, and even some good stock market performance, not in tech, you're like other areas.
So we do think if you're looking in the year ahead, so next year's S&P 500 earnings, 13% is the forecast, but that is actually driven by both tech and non-tech parts of the market. So we think about the fundamentals next year, probably a Fed that's cutting interest rates, a tax bill that's kicking in to support CapEx and R&D spending, and earnings growth that's coming from tech and non-tech parts of the market. This is a good environment for some cyclical catch-up, we think. And so if you're looking to put new money to work, or if you're looking to rebalance or diversify, it is interesting to think about those parts of the market that maybe have some scope for valuation expansion and some catch-up.
So you think that there's going to continue to be valuation problems with the prior leadership, or because a lot of times stocks that have been hitting new highs, they back off, then they hit more new highs. You don't think it's time to go into the AI stocks, the tech stocks. If you get a decent pullback, let's say we get another 5%.
Yeah.
Would that attract you back in?
You know, I do think so. Valuation is never a good near-term indicator of what's going to happen. You know, high valuations could get even higher in the near term. But I do think what is a good driver of momentum is what's happening with earnings. So we are, you know, we like both growth and value parts of the market. Overweight areas like industrials and healthcare alongside, you know, AI and technology. So it's really a story of market leadership broadening, but including, you know, AI is a secular theme here. It's got 3 to 5 years probably of momentum behind it still. And so we think there's no reason to kind of bow out early. We want to make sure we have that exposure.
Is there anything fundamentally that is on your radar screen that could be a problem for the markets? How about this tariff that starts today? They don't even know. They wouldn't even know how to refund tariffs if it's never been done before.
That's going to be tricky. We think the administration is keen on making sure its tariff policy is implemented in one form or another. You know, the other fundamental things we think about, of course, are things like the labor market. We get some data today as well. Of course, it's not the A+ data that we're used to with the non-farm jobs report. But metrics and indicators are showing some softening here, lower supply, lower demand of labor. And of course, you know, the ongoing government shutdown does put pressure on the economy, albeit we tend to see that rebound once the government reopens. But nonetheless, as the Fed is looking at a December meeting, we could be in the midst of that softer economic data, maybe some softening in the labor market. But we think 2026 is gearing up to be a rebound year.
Let's go!
You could almost say that the government shutdown is probably bullish for stocks because it means the Fed is on track to do, maybe if anyone was doubting after Jay Powell's sort of pseudo-hawkish comments afterwards, this would put him back in the dovish camp.
Agree. It's a factor that's
Awesome.
going to drive them
Okay,
to move.
Boom. Putting Powell back in the dovish camp. I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that. Let's get back into the chat a little bit. Braveheart 50 push-ups. I made it. Sold some silver. Bought more of this. Nice. There you go. Marco, Patreon member here, wanted to thank you for getting me through this down period. Not once was I worried. Still holding. Nice. There you go, brother. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Sold off from a huge whale that shorted the stock. News media never tells the real story. There you go. Yeah. We got... Yeah, Braveheart, we need more likes for sure. Jake the Snake says, how's the Russell looking? Let's have a quick look at the Russell. How's the Russell looking before we get into the next article? Yeah, Russell's looking good, brother. Russell's looking good. Okay, he's looking healthy. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have? Canary Capital CEO looking forward to launching the XRP ETF next week. No, I'm real. Okay, so he's real. Okay, well, guess what? You're real? I mean, I can kick your real butt right out of here. There you go. He's gone. See ya. In a development that could reshape the crypto asset landscape, Canary Capital CEO publicly flagged the imminent launch of an XRP ETF. The comment shared on X by its coach FO sent ripples, pun intended, through trading desks, on-chain observers, and institutional investors alike. The Iron Hammer smash. Yeah. Canary Capital formally filed a registration statement with the U.S. SEC for a spot XRP ETF structure. The filing describes direct holdings of XRP via custodian and a transfer agent model, highlighting operational readiness. Separately, the SEC publicly acknowledged the filing via the CBOE BZX exchange on behalf of Canary. Further regulatory momentum arrived when the SEC rule change on September 18, 2025 reduced clearance times for spot crypto ETFs, clearing the path for this product. ETFs that physically hold digital assets lock tokens away from public circulation. Canary's proposed fund will buy and hold XRP holdings in support of share issuances. So the XRP that they buy to represent these ETFs will be locked up, taken out of it, so it will reduce the circulating supply of XRP. The reduction in circulation supply raises the risk of rapid price movements. If demand spikes, analysts say, I'm sure everyone's going to have a problem with the volatility to the upside if demand spikes and there's a shortage of XRP. Oh, first world problems. According to multiple analysts, if Canary launches next week, as its CEO suggests, traders should watch for three key signals. First, significant on-chain transfers of XRP into institutional custody wallets. Second, the listing date announced by the exchange partner and any official share creation schedule. And third, fund flow announcements and authorized participant activity because of the compressed regulatory timeline. Execution speed is now a differentiator. Despite procedural advancements, no guarantee of a full SEC clearance exists. The fund remains subject to regulatory review, and the sponsor retains conflict of interest disclosures and limited fiduciary obligations. Moreover, even when listing, initial liquidity may be constrained depending on token sourcing and market maker capacity. Investors should treat the launch as a structurally important event, not a guarantee rally catalyst. Yes, most YouTubers will tell you that it's going to be a monstrous rally as a result, and there could be a little one, but be leery, guys. People will tell you it's going to $1,000 because of this in a week. Okay, be careful. The suggestion from Canary Capital CEO that an XRP ETF might launch next week, as relayed by makes potential. Okay, sorry, they're just reflecting the whole article. So anyway, spot XRP ETF in the works as soon as next week. Very, very bullish. What else do we have? A guy says holding strong, staying calm. There you go. That guy was bitter because he got shaken out of his bags right at the final shake of. Yes, exactly. Yes, I'll check the Russell when I'm done the news, brother. Hangman, what's up, man? I personally think XCN is a steal of a price. Hey, absolutely, man. Absolutely. What's your estimate now for ZBEC, safe spot to sell? It's the same as it's always been. It's over on the Patreon. It's over. My safe sell points for that and many others is on a chart over in our Patreon. Go check. Make sure you just check it out over there. Big John, what's up, buddy? Is Pico? Of course it is. Of course it is. The show actually launches in a couple of days. Man. Ripple partners with Mastercard to accelerate crypto payments. Ripple recently made significant announcement that they have substantially boosted XRP's coin's price. Had Bitcoin's value been more favorable, so basically Bitcoin prevented XRP from mooning as a result. The announcement involved a $500 million investment, pushing the company's valuation to $40 billion, along with the news of a partnership with Mastercard. Numerous new projects have emerged over the years in the payments service industry, resulting in ambitious partnerships. Ripple, despite facing challenges from the SEC lawsuit, has focused on achieving this goal. The lawsuit's conclusion, coupled with Trump's effort to make the U.S. a crypto capital, have paved the way for the company. Accelerating its efforts, Ripple has now surpassed $1 billion in circulating supply for its stablecoin, RLUSD. The company announced that RLUSD will be used on the XRP ledger to improve fiat-based payments processing with the Gemini credit card. This new service, initiated in collaboration with Mastercard, WebBank, and Gemini, expands the use case of the XRP Ledger network while showcasing its tangible benefits. Sherry Haymond, Mastercard's global head of digital commercialization, stated, "Thanks to our partnership with Ripple, Gemini, and WebBank, we are bringing regulated open-loop stablecoin payments into the financial mainstream using our global payments network. Visa and Mastercard, covering 80% of their segment in the global payment infrastructure, are intensely competing in the crypto space. This trend contrasts with the past, where premise held sway. Now, facts dominate, akin to the dot-com bubble where narratives sold." This partnership stands out as a pioneering venture in using a regulated stablecoin, RLUSD, on a public blockchain, the XRP Ledger, for traditional card transactions. Expanding the project initiated with the Gemini credit card signifies an important step in integrating crypto into traditional payment programs. President and CEO of WebBanks explained, "Banks are uniquely positioned to combine innovative blockchain technology with the stability of the traditional financial system. Ripple's Swell 2025 event has indeed surprised investors with its announcement, although market charts haven't fully reflected this positivity, as overall market sentiment improvement could change that." Yes. So the market's down, so XRP is not going to have the ability to really go on any sort of a significant run. What do we got? We got another piece on Squawk Box. The chat's quiet, so we'll just get right on into it. Government shutdown. Continuing on.
36 of the government shutdown, making now the longest government shutdown in history. Joining us right now is Republican Senator Mike Rounds. A lot of folks have suggested, Mr. Senator, that potentially, given Tuesday was this election, that maybe we could actually get a deal later this week. Do you think that that's now on the table, off the table?
I think we're very close to the point where the stars may start to align. I think the fact that the Democrats have now gotten through these statewide elections in some of these blue states, they've gotten their base out to vote. Now I think they can get down to some serious discussions. They'll take a day or so in which they celebrate some of their victories. But then I think we can get back down to actually getting this place opened up again. We'll probably have to modify a little bit the continuing resolution. We'll try to include, if we can, some of the appropriations processes that need to happen. We've got a couple different options that we're talking with our Democrat colleagues about. But I'm optimistic that this is probably the right time to really kind of get this thing through. They'll be able to claim that they were fighting with the president and that they fought with the president longer than anybody else ever has before. They've set a new record. But nobody wins in a shutdown. It's just the bottom line. We need to get this opened again. We need to get back. We're losing $15 billion a week in GDP right now for the American people. We've got literally thousands of people that are not getting a paycheck right now that are working hard yet. We've got to get this thing resolved. The sooner, the better.
Right.
It needs to end now.
Senator, I'm curious, what is your political analysis reaction to the elections last night? We've been talking to some degree, people have called it a repudiation, at least in some states, of what's taking place with this administration. Do you agree with that assessment in terms of what you saw out of California, or even frankly the way New York City ultimately went?
The president was not on the ballot, which means a lot of his supporters probably didn't come out to vote. We recognize that that's going to be the way it is in 2 more years as well. But normally in this time in the mid-range and that first time around for any president, it's tough to keep the momentum going. In this particular case, the left was energized. Those who were going to vote were going to come out angry with the president. They were going to be energized and ready to go to bat, and that's what I think happened here. But nonetheless, I think we're past that point now. Now it's time to reassess. And let's not forget, the economy is critical. We want to make sure that we do everything here to get government back operational again. We are losing money in the economy. That's not good for anybody. Let's focus on that. Let's get our jobs done. I think people want to see the trains run on time. They want to see the airplanes run on time.
Right.
And that's something that we want to get back to. The sooner the better.
Senator, I know you got to run, but I did want to ask, do you think that it's a clean CR that somehow gets passed, or do you think ultimately that the Republicans come to the table and this actually gives Democrats some kind of energy to try to force some of these issues that they've been pushing on?
I think we'll have a CR that's attached to some appropriations, which is better for everybody. We've got a couple of conference committee reports that we need to get out and get done. I think we can take what we passed out of the Senate already, 3 bills already that we're ready to go, attach that to a conference committee extension to maybe mid-December. And that way the Democrats don't have to say that they capitulated totally. They can say, we wanted to get back to appropriations. And then we can move on right away into the other appropriations bills that have already passed the Senate Appropriations Committee, and we're waiting for floor action now. So I think if we do this correct, we can take some lemons and maybe make a little bit of lemonade.
Yeah, let's make some lemonade, baby. Let's go. Yeah, just to follow up, focus. Yes, let me show you real quick. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channel. The show is dropping soon, guys. Couple of days. This is the channel here. We've got all kinds of clips going on right now, little shorts. Check it out. New show we're launching. Family Guy type show. It's going to be great.
Gary didn't just crash the market, he crashed the plane. Now we're stuck on a magical island.
Episode
and
1,
somehow he still thinks it's bullish. Gary did.
One's coming soon, guys. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Again, this is the channel right here, not financially advised. We're going to be launching a lot of shows there. So check it out, man. Make sure you're subscribed over there. All right, let's get into the next piece of news. Cryptocurrency market loses $250 billion amid volatility. So over $250 billion was erased from the cryptocurrency market cap today, a loss affecting major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum amid increased volatility and liquidation events. The plunge signifies heightened market uncertainty, generating significant discussions among analysts and traders as they reassess risk strategies following the price disruptions noted across multiple digital assets. Today, the cryptocurrency market saw the significant downturn, over $250 billion lost in market cap. As we know, leading voices and on-chain analysis account reported the downturn, pointing to investor sentiment changes. Michael Burton from CryptoQuant stated the market was overheated, suggesting a correction was due. Liquidations data confirmed a cascading market effect. The market downturn severely impacted key assets, notably Bitcoin. And it wasn't just crypto, guys. It was stocks. It was everything, right? So yeah. Let's go actually have a look at the trading view here. The 50-week moving average, right? So we're above it again, guys. We're back above, as we saw. We wicked below, just like I said we could. We did. We're back above the 50-week right now, nicely. We wicked back. We wicked down below it here, and we had once we closed above it, we had an aggressive move to the upside of, I think, like 60-something% from the bottom to the top. 71%. 71% over 25 weeks. And down here, same thing. We wicked down below it from the bottom to the top. 108% recovery. So here we are. We hit it again. We're back above it. So we have to wait until Sunday's weekly close on this candle to see for sure, guys, right? It's going to be a painful week with a lot of fear, FUD, and misinformation spreading around about a bear market. So just be ready for it. You've got like 4 or 5 more days of just, waiting for this candle to close. Let me look at the Russell real quick for Jake the Snake. What's the Russell looking like? It's still above the previous cycle high. We're still above there. We wicked below it, but we are above. We have our resistance at 25.47. So we're healthy still in the Russell. What was the other project someone wanted me to look at? Noise. That was it. Noise. Let me see if I can find Noise anywhere. Un momento, por favor. That's right. Someone wanted me to look at Noise. I looked at this before, didn't I? A few months ago or something. 2 months ago. Something like that. Very low market cap, high risk, high reward, decent tokenomics on the base network. SocialFi meme. It's a meme coin. All-time high 10 days ago. It's doing well, even though it's down 51% because of that market crash. It's got some decent listings. It could use a few more listings on centralized exchanges. Let me look at the live chart. I need to see me a live chart, man. All right, daily time frame shows me an upward trajectory. Right, we're holding supports. Not bad, not bad. We're bouncing. So we could bounce off of this and move our way back up. Look at the volume on this day. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Yeah, we keep bouncing off this trend line. If we move back up, you could find some resistance right around here, 3031. You could find some more around 30392. Some more around 3044. Those would be my significant levels I'd be looking at. Gamma says, let's go Pico and LFG. Absolutely. 90% is selling under spot. Time to stack more. Exactly. Focus. Any listings coming up? Yeah, we're actually working on, we have BTCC that we're almost there with. We're working on Gate.io, MEXC, and LBank right now. We're working on hitting the requirements for all of those exchanges coming up. So yes, there are listings in the works. All right, guys. So listen, let's go back over to the Bitcoin chart here and have a looky-loo. So yeah, we're still looking good. 104,000, guys. So far, so good. I got some coaching calls I got to do over on the Patreon, guys. Get over there, book your one-on-one coaching calls, or join one of our group coaching calls. I dropped another trade video in our trading group over there today. Our training courses are free to Patreon members, and so much more. I also added another video to our training course for DCA portfolio structure. 19 videos now in that collection, and that's free to Patreon members as well. So get over there, guys. The link is down below. It's in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. It's in the QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.